Elon Musk had this warning about Chinese automakers during the call last night.
The Chinese car companies are the most competitive car companies in the world. So I think they will have significant success outside of China, depending on what kind of tariffs or trade barriers are established. Frankly, I think if there are not trade barriers established, they will pretty much demolish most other car companies in the world. So they're extremely good.
As Tesla started renting shopping centers and airport parking lots in order to store their EVs, and you heard that right, we'll get into that in a video tomorrow, I'll show the proof. Elon said on CNBC that he does not support tariffs on Chinese EVs. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch, and as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. And guys, please do not forget to hit the thumbs up. It takes a lot of time and dedication and editing to do these videos. I could be spending my time doing my other job. So the least I would ask is the thumbs up. So why is the stock down today? Well, Tesla fell today as well, but not as much as us. And one of the reasons for that is, well, the main reason is trade wars. Another reason was China held a drill off the coast of Taiwan due to the Biden administration keeps sending a lot of weapons to Taiwan. But a lot of it had to do with the trade tariffs that the EU is now contemplating. So NIO stocks falls 10% as investors reckon with European tariff threats. NIO's expansion plans are experiencing a major roadblock. Should you be scared? Well, let me say this for those of you who are new subscribers to my channel. The last time NIO fell to under $3, I kept buying. When it skyrocketed to 60, I sold 1,000 shares and I kept over 2,000 shares. But at that time, I didn't even understand the business formula the way I do now and what I expect NIO to be in the future. I did not understand the battery as a service. I did not understand that we're going to be making our own chips, our own in-house motors, our own phones, etc., 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 and the partnerships, and that we're going to be the future of gas stations. Now that I know that, I just keep buying more again. So I bought another 40 shares again today, guys, by the way. So NIO is falling lower on European tariff fears. But why am I not scared of that? Because I said it in my last video, France, Germany, Sweden, to name a few, Norway, etc., etc., the countries that matter in Europe, Hungary, they're all saying that they don't support these tariffs. That's why you see Money Making Mitch not panicking. I'm buying because I know this company is going to make me wealthy. CEO William Lee noted that NIO would take the most reasonable business decision if the European Union enacted tariffs based on its anti-subsidy investigations. Now, if the European Union does do that, don't be surprised if the countries that we are already in, and the ones I just mentioned, does not go along with it. NIO stock is down by over 40% this year. NIO is in the process of expanding its European footprint despite the threat of tariffs. In March, the European Commission announced that it would begin custom registration of Chinese EVs, opening up the door for potential tariffs following the conclusion of its anti-subsidy investigation into EV batteries made in China. The investigation alleges that China is unfairly subsidizing batteries. NIO stock is down just shy of 10% today. So Elon came out and said he does not support tariffs. Yeah, right. So he knows because he's losing a huge market share in China now. His sales has fell like by 40% this year alone already compared to last year. And Reuters noted that the investigation, which started in October of 2023, is set to end by November. So people are already panicking now and selling. And I am saying thank you to those people because I can keep buying at cheap prices. Although measures could be imposed by July. So now they say that the measures could be imposed by July. These tariffs would help protect Europe's domestic EV battery business. Oh, and mind you, Australia is also not part of this. Australia is welcoming us, like I said before. These tariffs would help protect Europe's domestic EV battery business, but they can also raise prices for European customers and stifle innovation. So this is why Germany, Sweden, Norway, France, and so many others, England is saying that they are not going along with this. NIO CEO William, but they're not saying that in this article, right? This is the propaganda that started with Citron all the way to where we are now. But should you be angry? No, no, my dear lads. As Emperor Lee continues to bend his head and build the empire and continue to grow partnerships like FAW, which is the biggest thus far, and it will be reflected on our earnings call coming up and our next earnings call and more partnerships. And you know, as we release Firefly and Envoy completely destroy the Tesla Model Y, people will understand that they cannot keep the stock down anymore. This is why Money Making Mitch keeps buying. NIO CEO William Lee is strongly against the tariffs. Electric vehicles are very important for positive development of the environment. They should never be used as a political target, said Emperor Lee during the company's first showroom debut in Amsterdam. So he's making his voice heard to these governments, how he feels about it, and to the rest of the industry. And China is listening. China is listening. If genocidal Josephine does not change his rhetoric and his stance, we are going to suffer really bad here in America. It's a shame. So Lee noted that NIO would take the most reasonable business decision if the European Union enacted stringent tariffs. The CEO previously disclosed plans to bring manufacturing to Europe depending on the popularity of NIO vehicles. If enacted, the tariffs would put a major roadblocks in NIO European expansions. The company also plans to ramp up its European battery swap station network, which currently has 43 stations active, 15 of which are located in Germany. That compares to its 2,420 stations in China. So remember I just said, guys, in countries like Norway and stuff and Sweden, where they're ramping up and using our cars as taxis, NIO needs to fulfill, actually, guys, like putting out battery swap stations for these taxis. And that is not going to change because these countries are not in line. They are not being wagged by Washington anymore. So NIO's plans to expand into the US, which are still in its early stages, are unclear now because of genocidal Josephine and also at risk. But I still say that after the election, all this fear-mongering and stuff will go away because now they just have to posture, right? Like, we don't like China in order to get votes. Because the media, which are owned by the corporations, are pushing this agenda. Administration announced that it would increase the tariff, which they did. And the White House wrote, this action advances President Biden's vision, what a vision, of ensuring the future of the industry will be made in America by American workers. And we see what American workers make. We've seen Tesla, dog poop, rat poop, bat poop, and dog poop. Guano, bat poop. So the American people understand what it is, and that's why they are piling up in airport parking lots now and in shopping centers parking lots. And I'm going to do a video and show the proof on that, guys. So I hope this brings a little bit of clarity as to why you should not panic right now. We've seen this before. We've seen the rhetorics. We've seen the setbacks caused by propaganda, not by our own doing. Not when I say setbacks, I mean the share price, not what the company is doing. Nothing is stopping us. Like I said before, this company is like a raging volcano and the shorts will be crispy fried chicken. So I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, motivational, to bring clarity on what's going on today. If so, guys, all I ask is you hit the thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset, like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.